Hi everyone, this is Shanshan with the Coldwell Banker in Houston. This video I want to talk something about the closing cost. Well, a lot of times my seller will ask me about how much the closing cost I'm going to expect. Well, before the closing and before you come to the closing table, you should receive a form named as a HAR form, also known as settlement statement or closing statement from the title company. It mainly tells you something about the funds you need to receive or pay at the closing table. Of course, if it is a positive number, you don't need to bring any cash to the table. If it is a negative number, you need to bring some money to the closing table. So actually, I also have a sample, so I want to go through everything on this sample, then give you a better idea about the closing statement. Usually, there will be very detailed itemized on this closing statement. On page 1, usually it shows you something about the summary, and half of it to the left-hand side that will be shown for the buyer side, how much he or she needs to pay, and the other side will be for the seller side. So on page 1, it is summary. It includes information like the contract sales price and the county property tax. Well, usually for the property tax, it depends. What I mean, it is they calculate from January 1st to the closing date. So if your house is closed like the beginning of the year, normally that is the seller need to credit the money to the new buyer because the new buyer is supposed to pay for the tax at the end of the year. And if it's closed like almost the end of year, usually will the buyer to credit the like leftover days to the seller side, and then the seller is supposed to pay for the property tax. Under this situation, the escrow agent also will pull out the number from the government. If they have exact number, that will be good. Then they can prorate it directly. And if they got it's just estimated number from the government, then you guys need to sign an agreement at the end of the year to pay for the difference to each other. Well, besides that, you also can see some other information if the current seller also has like a mortgage loan to purchase this home. So of course there are also items like pay off first the mortgage loan, and will be like a total to reduce whatever the seller need to pay or be credit. On the second page, that is the detail for the settlement charges, including items like the commission to the realtors on both sides, title charges including document preparation, like this one is $100, and title insurance. So what is title insurance? Title insurance, it is a kind of insurance paid by one-time fee to insure the new buyer and buyer's heir to have interest of the property, against losing against any financial loss. So the title company will do some background check for this property, whether this seller truly own it, and any mortgage, any lien, any contractor fee against this seller. So ask the seller to pay for everything, make it a claim. But of course, there are always some unforeseen problem could be shown later, like undisclosed heir, something like that. So this insurance is definitely to purchase and protect the buyer and the buyer's heir have an interest for this property. And we also have like extra agent fee. Extra agent fee, different title company, they charge different. Normally it's like $200 to $400. And also messenger fee is about $15. Tax certificate about $70. Bank service fee $10. Notary fee. If you cannot come to the closing table, you need extra agent to send some notary people to your home, for you to sign the document and notarize about your document. They will charge a fee. So average speaking is about around $150, something like that. Besides it, also the seller also could pay for the home warranty. So the home warranty will be paid by the seller for 1 year. Purchase a package from the home warranty company. to the new buyer. So it depends on what kinds of package the buyer want and how much you guys agree on the sales contract. So the fee could be different. And again, property tax, then the total charges. Well, actually, HAR 1 will not be used from 2015 this year, August 1st. After that, we are going to have a new closing disclosure. And also from this new closing disclosure, it's supposed to be much easier for consumers to understand all of the details on this disclosure. Besides it, the title company also will be required to disclose all of the statement 3 days ahead of the closing. And also a lot of pressure on the lender side. So because of all of these reasons, if you finance to purchase a property, your expectation for your loan application, the whole process time will be longer than today. So today usually we'll say 30 to 45 days, and after August 1st, it could be extended to 60 days. So of course, that also will make any cash offer buyer more precious than ever. So every time, whenever I got the first statement from the settlement statement from the title company, I always sit down with either my seller or buyer, go through each item, because I want them to understand about what is this fee and how much is that and why you need to pay for this. I don't like any surprise, any shock at the closing table. And also, I have an app, usually I download it inside of my cell phone. So when my seller asks me about how much the closing fee could be, I'll give them an estimated number from my app to give them some general idea about how much they're supposed to pay for at the closing table. So this is something about closing costs. I hope my video will be helpful and informative. If you have any question, feel free to contact with me. And if you want to sell and buy houses in Houston, also feel free to contact with me. Thank you so much. Wish everybody have a wonderful day.